Hello and welcome to Graphic Online News in Brief. In the headlines, report on Ejura disturbances out. Confirmation of MMDCE nominees in Greater Accra region begins. Bank of Ghana plans to stop circulation of 1 and 2 cedi notes. Takoradi woman granted 50,000 cedi bail after pleading not guilty for faking pregnancy and kidnapping. Omanhene appeals to government to complete Kumawu Government Hospital. And police shoot 2 robbers and arrest 65-year-old weapons supplier. News in Brief is brought to you by Graphic News Plus.
Download your Graphic News Plus now and choose your preferred package daily, weekly, monthly, and annually, and access free news on various interest areas as well. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
And now the news in brief. The report of the ministerial committee that investigated the circumstances that led to the recent death in Ejura in the Ashanti region has been published. Among a 10-point recommendation in a 55-page report, the committee has recommended the application of appropriate sanctions against the military personnel on the ground whose gunshot killed 2 people.
In the report published on Monday, the committee also recommended that the military establishment should review the actions of the section on the ground led by Lieutenant Martin Opoku-Adusei for the inappropriate use of force and apply appropriate sanctions. It also recommended the immediate transfer of the Ejura District Commander of Police, DSP Philip Kojo Hammond. Among other things, the committee recommended the removal of the Ejura Municipal Chief Executive, who already pulled out of the race for a new MCE, and compensation for the affected families and victims. The committee conducted a public inquiry following the killing of 2 persons and injuries to 4 others by soldiers during a protest against the death of a social media activist, Ibrahim Muhammed, popularly known as Kaka Machu. Kaka died on June 28, 2021, after he was attacked by an unknown assailant while returning home from an event he attended in the area. Earlier reports suggested that Kaka was killed because of his social activism, which some persons felt was making the government unpopular. But police reports suggest otherwise after 3 people, including his brother, were arrested and put before court in connection with the killing.
The Bank of Ghana has said that it is working to phase out the 1 cedi and 2 cedi notes from circulation. The governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, said today that the notes will ultimately be replaced by their coin versions, which were currently co-circulating.
He said the decision was needed to improve the bank's cost of currency management. Dr. Addison told journalists on Monday that the central bank had realized that it was not cost-effective to keep the 2 sets of notes in circulation, as they mostly returned dirty and worn out, requiring frequent replacement. He was responding to a question on why the 2 cedi note was in short supply in some parts of the country during the bank's Monetary Policy Committee press conference.
The confirmation of MMDCE nominees in Greater Accra region began in Accra today. 3 of them were unanimously endorsed by their respective assembly members today.
Those confirmed on Monday are Nia J. of Korle Klote, Mohammed Quaif of Ayawaso Central, and George Serubre of Ablekuma West. All 3 assemblies were thrown into a frenzy when their respective MCEs garnered 100% votes. The confirmation exercises are in line with the 21-day deadline for such exercise to be done. The Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council has slated September 27 to October 7 for the exercise.
I hereby present to you the
The 28-year-old woman exposed by a series of medical examinations for faking her pregnancy and kidnapping has been granted bail of 50,000 Ghana cedis with 2 sureties. She pleaded not guilty after being arraigned before a Takoradi Circuit Court on Monday.
Josephine Penny Mensah has been charged with deceit of a public officer and publication of false news to put fear in the public. She is to reappear on October 14, 2021. During court proceedings on Monday, Josephine, who sat quietly but cast infrequent stares at court officials, wore a long lemon green dress with a headscarf and face mask concealing her face. Many gathered at the court premises upon hearing of her appearance in court. Others took pictures of her amidst the heavy police protection.
A shootout between police officers and a suspected criminal gang at Zenu near Ashaiman at the weekend resulted in the death of 2 suspected robbers. The 2 were reportedly leading the police to their hideout in a bush to assist in their retrieval of weapons and arrest accomplices who had escaped a robbery scene along the Accra main road.
The police said they came under fire while on their way to the hideout, which led to them returning fire. The suspected armed robbers were shot in the process and were subsequently taken to the police hospital where they died. The operation also led to the arrest of a 65-year-old suspected illegal arms dealer who is also said to be the financier and supplier of weapons to the suspected robbers.
In our final story, work on the Kumawu Government Hospital in the Ashanti region, which is 65% complete, has stalled due to inadequate funds. The paramount chief of Kumawu traditional area, Ibrahim Muhammed, during a visit to the area today by Parliamentary Select Committee on Health, appealed to the government to release funds to complete the project.
Kumawu said the contractor has been on site since February after being instructed by the Health Minister, Mr. Menu, to do so. The project is part of a turnkey arrangement with Messrs. NMS Infrastructure and Barclays Bank PLC being constructed at an estimated cost of $175 million.
Thank you for watching. We will see you again with another edition. Stay safe and protect yourself from COVID-19. For more news, visit graphic.com.gh or log on to Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube at Graphic GH. I am Juliet Ejura Safo.
Subscribe now.